benefits to being tall, but you know, when you have to move the bike so far, that's one of the harms of being tall. If any of you don't know me, I'm Colin Isley. I'm a sophomore at Iowa State studying animal science with a pre-vet option. And I'm in Campus Christian Fellowship, which is a small Christian group on campus. And so 2 weeks ago we had spring break, and so we decided to give up our time and go to Mexico, specifically Acuña, which is a border town. And so if you want to go to the next slide here. And so this was the group that we took, pretty large group for what we took. We all took a bus. I think it's on the next slide here. So we all took this bus that was generously given to us, or loaned out to us by one of the members at the Christian Service Camp up in northern Iowa. And so this bus trip was about like 20 some odd hours, and so we got to know everyone very well on the bus. Maybe more than some of us wanted to. So then moving on from here, so some of the difficulties with this though, when we were actually trying to cross the border into Acuña, the Mexican border police weren't as accommodating as we would have liked. So there was some paperwork issues that we had going into it, so we actually couldn't cross the border with the bus. So every morning we had to take border taxis across, which to us at the time seemed as an inconvenience. But it actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise from God, because we got to walk across the border every single day back. So we got to talk with each other and just reflect on the day that we had. So it was honestly a really good thing in the end. So then going on from here, so there was actually, on the first day that we got there, we got to see one of the services, which is all in Spanish. So it was kind of hard to understand sometimes, especially with my 3 years of Spanish in high school, not really fluent. So, but honestly, it was really cool, and the bottom right picture, some of the girls actually learned some songs in Spanish, and so they got to sing in front of the church, which was honestly really cool. And it was just interesting to see how passionate they are down there. It's a really small church, but every time they had a hymn, they didn't have to have like words on the screen or anything, they just knew them by heart. So it was honestly amazing to see just their faith to God and just their passion that they have. Yeah, you can go on. So then there was actually 2 churches that we worked down there. One of the first one that we worked at, which is where we went for service, was the Iglesia de Cristo. And then the second one was Iglesia de Cristo Ebenezer, which was one of that second church was further into the city, while the first church was actually in the heart of downtown. So then the first church, I think the next slide has what we actually did. So the first church is where I was. And we worked on putting a new ceiling in for the church, new drop ceiling, because their old one was very corroded and just wasn't really healthy at all. And then the second church, they worked on actually putting a sidewalk in, because they didn't have any sort of pavement going up to the church, and as well as it's a church with just open air circulation. So it honestly was really rewarding to go there and just help them out, because they really needed that help going down there. So then, as well as on the next slide, it also shows what we did at the first church was we repainted everything. We came a couple years back and painted, however, it's been corroded, so we chipped away all the old and repainted everything, and they were really gracious for what we did. In fact, God delivered. We didn't think we'd have enough paint initially, but then it turned out we had far more paint than we had, and we actually got to paint another wall that we didn't even intend to. So it was an amazing blessing from God. Moving on to the next one. The main reason, though, we can do construction for them, the main reason we came down there was for the kids, because they're what we want to see in eternity. We want to see them in heaven. So every day we had VBS in the morning and night, as well as in the bottom right picture. We actually were invited to come to the public school. Technically, they aren't supposed to have any Christian organizations come in at all, but the teachers were amazing and they let us come in. So we got to come in there and just share with them and sing with them and dance with them, and it was honestly an amazing experience. Going on to the next one here. So the construction, there's kind of rough pictures. Didn't get the best pictures of this. However, the before, there's kind of the higher ceiling, there's more corrosion. The second picture is more We put in new lights, we put in ceiling tile, so we honestly cleaned it up a lot. And then the next one, I believe, is the last day. So after we got done with helping the church out as well as helping the kids out, we got to just spend the day just relaxing and going, we went to the Alamo as well as to a river walk down there. And so that was honestly a really nice day to just kind of wrap everything up, as well as just fellowship with fellow people that were there and just hang out. And then I think the last one, just to thank you. I couldn't have done this if many of you didn't help me financially, as well as just supporting me throughout this. So I just wanted to come back and say thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me, because it honestly was it opened my eyes to the situation that's down there and how much they need help, and that the kids honestly were just amazing. Like, I didn't get to spend a lot of time with them because I was working on a ceiling, but I went there the last day and saw just their smiles and just how much love they have for God in a world where they don't have the luxuries that we do. Every single day, like, we went down there, like, they don't have really clean water, we had to use bottled water every single day, and they just live in a world that's way different from ours. And I think it really put into light just how lucky we are to live in the country that we live, and just the fact that they can love God even though they don't have the luxuries that we do. So I just want to thank you again for helping me and just supporting me, and yeah, thank you.